Today is day 800 sober, but I'm not here to talk about day 800. I'm here to talk about the first 30 because that is where everything starts. And if you're thinking about quitting, here's exactly what to expect. Week 1, the physical hell. Let me be real with you. Day 1 through 7, they're absolute hell. You're not sleeping, your body is detoxing, you're irritable, you're craving alcohol every hour. You're wondering if this is even worth it. I remember my first week back in November 2023. I was hiding in my room, avoiding everybody, white knuckling through every single hour. And here's what nobody tells you. It doesn't feel like you're getting better at first. It actually feels like you're getting worse. Your brain is screaming at you to quit. Your body is revolting. And every part of you wants to give up. But here's the thing. You're not falling apart. You're rebuilding. In the first week, I used affirmations 200, maybe 300 times a day. Not because they're magic, but because I needed something. Just something to hold on to when everything else felt like it was falling apart. I am someone who doesn't drink. Said that hundreds of times. Week 2, the mental shift. Day 8 through 14, this is where things start to shift. You're sleeping through the night for probably the first time in years. You wake up without hangovers. You have energy you forgot existed. But the cravings, they're still there. They're just not as intense. By day 14, I remember waking up and thinking, wait, I actually feel kind of good. Not great, not amazing, but good, clear. Like I could actually think straight for the first time in decades. And that's when the shift starts. You start to believe that maybe, just maybe, you can actually do this. But here's the danger. You start thinking it's getting easier, and it's not. Week 3 is where it gets real. Week 3, the social reality. Day 15 through 21, this is where you face the world. Parties, social events, people asking why you're not drinking. FOMO hitting you like a freight train. I remember my first social event about 3 weeks in. Everyone's drinking, everyone's having fun, and I'm standing there with a water, wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Here's what I learned in those moments. You're not missing out. You're just scared that you are. The next morning, they're all hungover, feeling like shit, and you wake up proud, clear, and ready to take on the day. And that's a trade-off. But by week 3, you start to realize something critical. The question isn't, can I get through this party? The question is, who am I without alcohol? Week 4, the identity question. Day 22 through 33, this is where most people either commit or quit. Because you've proven you can do 30 days. But the real question is, who are you becoming? By day 30, I wasn't just not drinking. I was starting to become someone who didn't drink. There's a difference. I can't drink feels like punishment. I don't drink is identity. And that's the shift. From behavior to identity. That's what makes it stick. At day 800, I can tell you, the first 30 days aren't about proving you can survive. They're about deciding who you're going to be on day 31. Most people think day 30 is the finish line, and it's not. It's actually the starting line. Because day 31 is where you stop proving you can quit and start living as someone who doesn't drink. You built the foundation. Now you have to decide what you want to build on it. Looking back from day 800, here's what I wish I knew on day 1. The first 30 days are hard, but they are not the hardest part. The hardest part is choosing every single day to be the person you decide to become. At day 800, I still have cravings. Not every day, but they still show up. After a long, hard day at the mill, I'd love to go crack open a cold one. But I know that's not who I am anymore, and that's not what I need. The difference? I've built 800 days of evidence that I don't need alcohol to be who I want to become. But it starts with 30 days, with 1 week, with 1 day, with 1 hour. If you're thinking about quitting, don't aim for 800 days. Aim for 30. And in those 30, use every tool you can. In my first 30 days, I used affirmations 200 to 300 times a day. And I'm giving you the exact 10 that I used. They're free. Links in the description. They're not motivational quotes. They're identity anchors. When your brain is screaming at you to quit, you'll pull these out and remind yourself of who you're becoming. If you're thinking about quitting, start with 30 days. Not as a challenge, as day 1 of becoming someone new. Download the affirmations. Use them when it gets hard. And next time, I'm going to show you why most people fail at sobriety and how to make sure you're not one of them. This isn't about surviving 30 days. It's about becoming someone who doesn't drink anymore. And that person, that's who you're becoming. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.